Hello friends, welcome back to the part 2 of projectile motion. In part 1 we have discussed the different basics related to projectile motion as well as we have derived the equation of trajectory to solve or to determine the different parameters related to projectile motion. Now in today's video we solve some of the numericals following the projectile motion. Now before that just we revise the things which we have learned in the earlier or previous video. First, when a projectile is having or causing the motion in vertical as well as horizontal both the plane, then it is called as a projectile motion. Now here considering an particle get projected by an initial velocity u making an angle of alpha with respect to horizontal, then the velocities get resolved into components ux and vx, and this object will follows this parabolic path which we called it as a trajectory. Then at this point it will reaches the maximum height. Corresponding to that point, the velocity in vertical plane is equals to 0 and the velocity component in horizontal plane is equals to the ux. Then as the velocity becomes 0, it will be starts coming down, and here this will be the point of landing. Again at the point of landing, vx is equals to ux and vy is the vertical component of the velocity. Then the point of projection and the point of landing, the horizontal displacement is equal to sx, and as the point of projection and point of landing both are at the same level, so horizontal displacement is directly equals to maximum range r. Similarly, this will be the sy, the vertical displacement of the object, the maximum height attained by the object. Now based on this, in the previous video we have derived the trajectory equation as sy equals to sx tan alpha minus 0.5 g sx square divided by u square cos square of alpha. This equation can be useful to find out the different parameters related to projectile motion, or when the object is having a motion in both vertical and horizontal plane, at that time that path followed is the trajectory, and to analyze that, this trajectory equation is useful. Again, when a point of projection and point of landing both are at the same level, this trajectory equation, or from the trajectory equation we are deriving some standard formulas to determine the time of flight, the maximum height, then the horizontal range and the maximum range r. But when the point of projection and point of landing is not at the same level, these standard formulas are not used. In that case, we are using this trajectory equation for the purpose of analysis. Now let's solve some of the problems based on this projectile motion. Considering first problem, a projectile is fixed with a velocity u at 620 meter per second at an angle of elevation 40 degree. Assuming the ground is horizontal, find the first thing range, second maximum height attained, third the time of flight, fourth the magnitude and direction of velocity just before striking the ground. So here let's write down the given data. U is given initial velocity 620 meter per second and the angle of projection is given 40 degree. Again it is given that the ground is horizontal. It means that the point of projection and the point of landing both are at the same level. So this initial velocity u is get resolved into two components ux and uy. So ux equals to u cos alpha and uy equals to u sin alpha. Then as both point of projection and point of landing are at the same level, we can use the standard formulas to determine time of flight, range, then maximum height attained. So first parameter is range. So r is equals to, as we have seen the maximum range formula, u square sine 2 alpha divided by g. So here r equals to u square sine of 2 alpha divided by g, substituting the value 620 square sine of 2 into 40, that is 80, divided by 9.8. The answer is 38,589.2 meter or 38.58 kilometer. Means when the particle or projectile is thrown with a velocity of 620 meter per second, it will having a maximum range or a horizontal displacement as 38.58 kilometer. Then second point, maximum height attained. So h max equals to, again as we have seen, h max equals to u square sine square alpha divided by 2g. So u square sine square alpha divided by 2g, substituting again the values, u as a 620 square, sine square of 40 divided by 2 into 9.81. The answer is 8095.05 meter, or we can say 8.09 kilometer. The maximum height attained by the particle or by the projectile is 8.09 kilometer. Then the third is time of flight, which is determined by the formula 2u sine alpha divided by g. So substituting the values, 2 into 620 into sine 40 divided by 9.81, so 81.24 seconds. So the total time required for the object from point of projection up to point of landing is equals to 81.24 seconds. Then the last, the velocity of the object when it reaches the point of landing. So as it is a path which is traveling along a curved path, therefore using curvilinear or xy coordinate system, v is equals to under root of vx square plus vy square, where vx is equals to ux 620 cos of 40 and vy can obtain by using the kinematic equations in the vertical motion, that is vy equals to ui minus gt, where g is the acceleration due to gravity. So Vy equals to 620 sin 40 minus 9.81 into 81.24, that is Vy equals to minus 398.43 meter per second. So substituting the values, we get the V velocity at the point of landing is equals to 619.94 meter per second. So in this way, by using the standard formulas or trajectory equation, we can solve or we can obtain the range, then maximum height attained, then time of flight, as well as the velocity at the point of landing. Now let's solve the next problem. A tennis player serves the ball at a height h with an initial velocity of 40 meter per second at an angle of 4 degree with the horizontal. Knowing that the ball clears the 0.914 meter net by 152 mm, determine the height h and the distance d from the net to where a ball will land. Now here a tennis player is there throwing or serving a ball by making an angle of 4 degree with respect to this horizontal. So this is the initial velocity point with which a ball is get served, then making an angle of 4 degree, and h is the height of this point from the ground. Then when the ball is get served, it will be following this parabolic path and passing over this net. So the height of net is given as 0.914 meter net, and the ball will clears this net by means of 152 mm. So this height of ball above the net is equals to 152 mm, and further it will be landing at a distance of small d from the net. So here there are 3 points. A is the point of projection, B is the point at which the ball clears the net, and C is the point of landing. The horizontal displacement between A to B is given 12.2 meter and B to C is given small d, and we have to determine the height h with which a ball or tennis player serving the ball and a horizontal distance d at which the ball will lands. So by using, as it is causing vertical and horizontal motion, by using the trajectory equation we can easily solve this problem. So let's see. First, considering the trajectory equation as sy equals to uy into sx upon ux minus 4.905 sx divided by ux square. As the motion is in the downward direction, therefore all the quantities considered are negative. It means at A, that is initial point, and the final reaching point, the final reaching point is in the downward side, therefore the quantities like displacement and velocity and acceleration, those will be considered as a negative. Therefore first we are considering from point A to point B the motion, or we are using this trajectory or we are applying this trajectory equation between the point A to point B. So sy between A to B is equals to, here we know that total height is h, and up to point B the height will be this 0.914 plus 0.152. So therefore sy is the vertical displacement between the point A and point B, which is equals to h minus 0.914 minus 0.152, and as it is in the downward direction it will be considered as a negative. So minus h minus 0.914 minus 0.152. Then ui is a vertical component of velocity, so minus 40 into sine of 4. The minus sign is just because the motion is in downward direction. Therefore, next 12.2 is the horizontal displacement between A to B. The horizontal displacement between A to B point is equals to 12.2, which is nothing but the Sx, divided by Ux equals to 40 cos of 4 minus 4.905, again Sx 12.2 and Ux is 40 cos of 4 bracket square. So solving this equation we get this minus 0.853 minus 0.4585, then this term is transferred to the right hand side minus 1.066. Finally we get h equals to 2.37 meter. So the height of projection of this by the tennis player is equal to 2.37 meter. Now next, to find out the value of small d, we are considering here the motion from point A to C. So we are applying the trajectory equation from A to C. Now here the vertical displacement is equals to total height h, the vertical difference between A to C, and the horizontal displacement is 12.2 plus this d, that is nothing but the Sx. So here Sy equals to the height h, that is 2.37, and minus, as it is a downward motion, equal to minus 40 sine 4, that is equals to Sx is 12.2 plus d divided by 40 cos of 4 minus 4.905, again Sx 12.2 plus d divided by again Ux 40 cos of 4 bracket square. So solving this equation, minus 2.37 equals to minus 0.069, in bracket we are keeping this term 12.2 plus d as it is. We are not multiplying this quantity into the bracket because we are getting directly the value of 12.2 plus d. So here 12.2 plus d minus 0.00308 into 12.2 plus d. So this is a quadratic equation in terms of this x, where like x is equals to 12.2 plus d. Again here, so this quantity will be x square, then this quantity will be x, and here this will be the constant. So this is a quadratic equation, and solving this quadratic equation we get the value of x is equals to 18.7, where x is nothing but the 12.2 plus d. So transferring this 12.2 on the right hand side, finally d is equals to 6.5 meter. Means after clearing the net, the ball will land at 6.5 meter ahead of net. So in this way, by using the trajectory equation, we can get the required values. Now next question. Determine the speed at which the basketball at A must be thrown at an angle of 30 degree so that it makes it to the basket at B. So here a player is playing a basketball and throwing a ball at point A, and it should be goes into this net which is at point B over here. Now as the point of projection and point of landing, here it is in the upward side, therefore all the quantities are considered as a positive. Secondly, the ball is get projected by making an angle of 30 degree, and the height of point A from the ground it is 1.5 meter, and the height of point B from the ground is 3 meter. Therefore the vertical displacement between point A and B is equals to 3 minus 1.5 is 1.5, and the horizontal displacement between point A and B is given as a 10 meter, and we have to determine this velocity, initial velocity with which the ball is get thrown. So again, by applying the trajectory equation, as Sy equals to Sx tan of alpha minus 4.905 Sx divided by Ux bracket square. So considering the motion from point A to B, the vertical displacement is equals to this 3 minus 1.5, which is nothing but the 1.5, equal to Uy, that is Sx, that is the horizontal displacement 10 into tan of 30 minus 4.905 10 divided by u cos of 30 bracket square. So solving this, 1.5 equals to 5.7735 minus 654 divided by u square. Therefore we will get the equation in terms of u square, and the value of u square is 153.03. So taking the square root of both the sides, finally we get u equals to 12.37 meter per second It means that the ball is get projected at by an velocity of 12.37 by an angle of 30 degrees so that it will be reach up to the net. So like this, projectile motion can be applied in any different type of or number of different type of practical problems like sprinkler problems, or we can say a dozer problems, where a particle or a projectile will causes both horizontal as well as vertical motion. And you can solve a many number of problems or these number of problems by using or by applying this trajectory equation. So thank you.